What's going on, everybody? This is Travis from Candid at the Movies, and today I will be reviewing another A24 classic movie called Lamb. Lamb stars Noomi Rapace, Hilmar Gunnarsson, and Bjorn Hardelson. Yeah, Icelandic names. They're very hard to say. And this movie is basically about an Icelandic farming couple that are childless, going through the motions at their farm, and basically one of the lambs gives birth to a very special baby. And as you saw in the trailer, it is a baby with a lamb's head and the body of a little girl. And you basically see how this new child brings life to the family. Now, most of you probably have never heard of this movie, and most of you are probably like, nah, this sounds too crazy, I'm not doing it. But I'm here to tell you this. This movie is pretty good. Now, with this movie being Icelandic, it is pretty much in the Icelandic language, but they don't speak much in this movie. Like, it's very minimal, but more than anything, you can tell by how everybody reacts and acts to things that that's more than any dialogue you would ever need. Noomi Rapace, I've seen her in a lot of stuff and I really like her, and I think this is probably one of her really good roles. She goes through a good amount of emotions, but the biggest emotion she goes through is a woman that previously had lost her child, and now gets another chance at having a child of her own, no matter what the child looks like. The other two male actors in this movie, this was probably my first time seeing them and stuff, but I liked what they did. They brought good elements to the movie overall, and how the story went in the long run. And overall, I think that they did a really good job. The big standouts for this movie, I would have to say, would be the animals and the overall setting. Now, I don't know how they did it, but these animals acted very well for what they were needed to do. They did their job, and they reacted to things that you would normally see animals react to, and it made you more interested in what they were doing. The setting of being everything in Iceland, it was gorgeous to look at. From my years of looking at movies, the only thing I know about Iceland is from Mighty Ducks, from when they said Greenland is covered with ice and Iceland is very nice. It made me want to go to Iceland because it was just a beautiful thing to marvel at. It looked great on the big screen. But I know what y'all are really wondering. How crazy is this movie? It's labeled as a horror movie, but it's more disturbing than you'll actually get horror and blood and guts. So that's a win for people that don't want to see a lot of blood and guts. You get maybe one scene. You get more childbirthing of baby lambs than you actually do get of like murderous and killing stuff, which is cool. It gives you a break. I will say the design of the daughter Ada with the lamb head was phenomenal. Like, you could sit there and be just like, I feel like this is a real thing. This is cool. They made it look cool. It wasn't really jumpy at times to where it felt like the head was floating. It all worked perfectly well. The only fault I will give this movie, with it only being an hour and 40 minutes, it's very slow at the beginning. I know it builds tension, which is great, but it takes a long time to build. And anything else I would say that this movie does is, one, it's gonna make you care about the little girl Ada. I know you're gonna look at me weird for that. You're gonna care for this little girl just like you're the parent, and it's a weird aspect to go towards. I sat in the theater and I was just like, why do I care about this little girl that can't talk? She just buys. Why am I caring this much about this little being? And it's funny that they do that. The only other thing about the movie, I will say the ending is either going to make or break you. one, you can see the ending coming from a mile away, and two, it's gonna shock you. You just like, oh, it goes there. No bestiality frame, none of that, but it goes there. I can honestly say maybe people overhyped it because of how the trailer portrayed it to be like a monster thriller. It's really not that. It's more of a piece telling you about people wanting to have something, but nature telling you you can't have it. That's the best way you can go, especially based off the poster. That's the best way you can go about watching this movie. But the final score for Travis, after thinking about it for a few hours, A-. I'm going A- just because, like I said, it made me get attached to the characters more than I thought I was going to. I like the overall look. The acting was good. The story was different. And it's not conventional horror. I just really thought it was different. It's a good little gem of a film to watch. It's not going to appeal to everybody, which I know that. But I would say it's definitely worth a watch, a rental. Rent it and see it. But are you going to check Lamb out? Did I confuse you with Lamb? Or is this something you're going to just stay away from? Comment below, let me know. If you love A24, let me know if you want me to check out something else from them. By all means, like and subscribe to the channel. I'm Travis. Peace.